I didn't even know there was Xenoverse 3 gameplay that dropped the same day as that trailer. It's a good thing I didn't record the trailer after I dropped it, even though it's late now. But, just know I recorded it the day it dropped. But yeah, we are several days, roughly a week later, and I'm just now finding out that there was actual gameplay. Look at this. It looks like a peel-off robot. That's a Xenoverse combo. It just looks like a recolored Xenoverse. Oh my god, he just came out of nowhere. The game needs screen shaking. It needs screen shaking. There's no reason Broly's slamming you onto the ground and your screen's not shaking. That slam looked weak as fuck. That looked weak as hell. Oh, camera angle. That's the Xenoverse camera angle. Yup. That's the Xenoverse camera angle. Alright, you absorb souls and turn into people. Why not just a parallel quest? Why not just choose Trunks? Why not just choose Trunks? Is this what Dragon Ball The Breakers was leading up to? They were testing the freaking spirit system? Because you could do this on Dragon Ball The Breakers. That's very interesting. They added something. Oh, that game wasn't useless after all. Oh my god. Wow, what an ugly character. She didn't look ugly in the animation. What's going on here? Can we zoom in on her face? Oh. There's something wrong here, bro. I need to see real characters. I need to see real characters to like come up with an accurate judgment. Trunks didn't look bad, but there's some off. There's something really off. I've seen people complaining, saying that this looks worse than Xenoverse 2. The side-by-side I saw, I think it was two Gokus. I'm not sure, but I think they're bugging out. I think they're crazy. But there's definitely something off here now that I'm actually watching it. She has no cake, of course. No, that's not it. Is it the shading? Look, they need to show me a character that I'm used to seeing. Oh, camera angle. This looks like Jump Force. This looks like Jump Force. With this dimps though. That reminds me of Jump Force for some reason. Just the movement. We got Saiyan Arc Vegeta. I need to see him in high detail. I remember his model very well in Xenoverse 2, so. There's something off with the cell shading, bro. I need to see him in battle or something. Alright, here we go. This is some weak ass cell shading. They're going in the right direction. But they're doing it wrong. They're doing it wrong, bro. Let me explain, alright? Oh, I think I can hit the nail in the coffin of what's going on. I think I hit the nail in the coffin. I said nail in the coffin? I meant nail in the head. So check it out. Ever since Dragon Ball FighterZ came out, every other Dragon Ball video game developer has been using cell shaded graphics because they've never seen anyone react to Dragon Ball game graphics like that ever. Not even Rage and Blast. The internet wasn't that crazy back then, but that's the last time I can remember like freaking out over Dragon Ball games graphics. Raging Blast 1. Because it looked like the show so much. Fortunately, the graphics aged, but there's still certain things even Raging Blast does in terms of color. No, actually they don't do it. I don't know. I'll have to play it again. It's been years. But that was a good looking game, and then they just put some weird filter on. They put some weird filter on over it, and once Raging Blast 2 came out, you could tell it was the same models from Raging Blast 1. But they looked like they were oiled up rubber band, man. Like they were made out of rubber and then dipped in oil. That's what it looked like. They looked like rubber figures dipped in oil. I did not like that at all. And then when Ultimate Tank Kaiji dropped, you could tell it was the same models from Xenoverse 1. The same models. But this filter, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about the Ultimate Tank Kaiji models, the way they look. Because it's not bad looking. It's just that sometimes the Super Saiyan hair looks green depending on the environment that you're in, and I find that extremely weird. But the Ultimate Tenkaichi filter, when the backgrounds, I think the environments were kind of realistic actually. I don't think they were trying to make the Dragon Ball characters look real. I don't know what they were going for actually. I honestly don't know what they were going for in terms of the shading on the Dragon Ball characters. I need to see those character models again. This looks like Zenkai Battle Royale now that I'm looking at it. Wow, the game aged. Holy shit, look at his face. Wow, I don't remember it looking like that. This shot is okay. Wow. I remember these games looking so much better. I can't. Yeah, man. They aged. It was 2 generations ago. My memories have been sullied. Oh, this close-up tells a whole story. Yeah, these games aged. So, I feel like Xenoverse is doing the same thing here. If you guys remember how the Xenoverse 1 and 2 models look, and how the shading operated, it feels like they have cell shading, but it's still operating the same way that shading worked, if that makes sense. I'm not sure if it was a universal lighting, but you know, when you could see it when you rotate the characters on the character select screen, what I'm talking about. The way that the cell shading is moving is similar to that, and cell shaded graphics aren't supposed to do that. Unless you're Breath of the Wild, or you know, some other game like that. Dragon Ball's not supposed to look like that though. This looks weird as hell. It looks bad. Looks like they just threw a filter on over it and called it a day. I see what people are talking about. They're going in the right direction, and I want them to play as actual characters, to be honest. I need to see a Super Saiyan fight. That's what I need to see. Not these freaking Great Saiyaman wannabe weirdos. And actually animate the Kaioken attack. That's cool. It's definitely Xenoverse for sure, though. Super God Fist. Yeah, I want to see an actual character. I'm going to fast forward this. Alright, she could keep going, doing cool stuff and all, but I'm trying to see an actual character fight. Broly again. This is the same Dookie. Oh, I hope this is not done. I hope this is not done, man. Hold up. I don't... Is this quality maxed out? Because this looks like shit. It's maxed out. Typical Bandai Namco. I can't even blame them. Whoever recorded this. The shading doesn't seem to be playing a part here. If anything, it looks too plain. Yeah, no, never mind. I see it on his ear. Broly's hair look weird as hell, though. These definitely aren't the same models, though. I could guarantee you that. They're not the same models. But the shading technique hasn't really changed that much. It's the style of it. I think that's what people are complaining about. I don't think they realize that's what they're complaining about. The shading technique isn't a bad technique. It's just not good on Dragon Ball. I think Kakarot did something similar. But their models are sort of built for that, though. I mean, Kakarot didn't look like the anime. Let's all be real. It looked cool. It looked cool at certain points, but it didn't look like the anime. They didn't do what Naruto Storm did with Kakarot. They went on their own direction with that. They used a lot of Toriyama designs. So Kakarot, that was just, I don't know what they were going for really. But that did not look like the show. Like, I remember when Kakarot first dropped, there was a lot of recency bias and people were saying it looks better than Fighters. Nah, I was never on that. I was like, these people are crazy. These people are crazy. To this day, Fighters still looks the best. And Spark and Zero, it does certain things better than Fighters, in my opinion. But it doesn't look as good as Fighters, though. It came real close, though. Real close. It's definitely a more powerful game and has better graphics, but Fighters has a better style, if that makes sense. Or it's just the same thing. I think we get the idea here. You probably have a time limit to play as Trunks. Let me see that face again. That's like the most definitive shot we're going to get in this whole thing. See, right here, he doesn't look bad. I don't know. There's something missing, though. There's something missing, bro. I can't put my finger on it. The shading is too soft, and the line art around the character on certain parts of his body isn't rough enough. Something tells me that they're not trying to make this look like the anime. They want it to look reminiscent, but not quite similar in a way. They're not going as far as Fighters did. I'd even say they're kind of going a lazy route. I think I've seen enough. I hope this is a work in progress. They need to look at the other games to know exactly what they're doing. The colors are too flat, and the way that I think it's like a universal lighting that's affecting all the characters. It just looks weird. And I think everyone needs their own light source if they don't have one already. In my opinion, that's just what I think. But that's pretty much it. I'm still looking forward to this game. I still didn't touch Xenoverse 2. So I can't. No, I guess I'm lying. I guess I'm lying. I don't even know if I'm looking forward to this. It's not even because it's bad. It's just that Xenoverse is not a bad game series. But I guess there's other Dragon Ball games I'd rather be playing that I'd rather them support, I guess. But I gotta force myself. You wanna know what I think it is? I'm just intimidated by the amount of content that I left behind that I gotta go through. I should be excited because there's new Dragon Ball stuff, but what makes it intimidating is that I just don't have the time anymore. I just don't have the time anymore, dog. It's tight. Time is tight. So that, and I covered the entire Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 story on my gaming channel, and I'm wondering if that makes me obligated to continue doing that with the DLC, which I don't think I've been doing. I don't know. I'm having mixed feelings. I might just do a remake of that whole playthrough, to be honest, one day. And in another millennium, maybe. We'll see.